Good evening, all, and welcome to our choral concert for the fall. And it's called, what is it called? Memory in Music. Melody in Melody. And part of it is like, I typically do not schedule or redo songs. So for 8 years, we pretty much have had brand new stuff all the time. And some of the old timers want to revisit some of the ones they truly love. And I thought that was a great idea. So that's how this concert came to be. So you're going to hear things all the way back from my first year to last year. And they're some of the most memorable and beautiful things. We're so pleased that you're here. Could you just take a moment to turn off your cell phones, to enjoy the time? And while you do that, I'm going to tell you that the music department has a fundraiser on November 18th, and we would love to see you there. It is called Sound Unbound, and the faculty and students here are going to have a great show for you, and it's going to be a wonderful time, and we would really love it if you could participate. So without further ado, I'll introduce Michael Keller, who's new to our choir this year, but is going to introduce the first song. Thank you.
This lyrical piece, arranged by Keely Willen, is inspired by the text, the Song of Solomon, from the Holy Bible. It calls upon one's lover to come away with them, leave behind the dark and cold that may have been before, and embrace the beauty, warmth, and most importantly, love that lies ahead. This song is Rise Up, My Love, My Fair One, and was originally programmed by Dr. St. Marie in the spring of 2019 for the concert entitled The Road Home.
Saying that this is one of my favorite pieces we've ever performed would be probably the biggest understatement that's ever been made. Diva at some height translates to the eloquence. The message is simple but clever. Water, my friends, makes you silent. Just look at the fish. But wine, on the other hand, makes you eloquent. The text translates to, friends, water makes one silent. Learn this from the fish. But with wine, it's quite the opposite. Learn that at our tables. What eloquent speakers we become when the Rhine wine speaks through us. We advise, argue, and teach. Pieces like this were often performed at social gatherings or men's singing clubs, where music, poetry, and of course, wine were enjoyed together. It's been such a joy to perform this piece again, especially since I've been pestering Dr. St. Ray to bring it back ever since we sang it the first time. We hope you enjoyed Die Beretze Kite by Joseph Haydn, originally featured in our concert of Love and Nature on November 4th, 2022. Our next piece is called The Stars Stand Up in the Air. It was first penned as a poem by a man named Thomas MacDonagh in the late 19th century, and it was put to music much later by Eric William Barlow in 1979. The Stars Stand Up in the Air is a song about loss of love, and it carries melodic and lyrical themes of grief and of heartbreak. I think it's one of the most beautiful songs we're singing tonight. It's also special to me in a way, because I did not like choir at all when I first started. And this was the piece that showed me how beautiful we could be together as an ensemble. And I think
Coming from an untitled poem in James Aggie's Permit Me Voyage in 1934, this piece evokes the feeling of a warm summer night, when the sky is lit up with the majesty that is our universe around us. Where even though we are just one person among many, it seems as though the universe is taking care of just us. This next song is Sure on a Shiny Night, and it was last performed by the concert choir in the fall of 2024 on our Night and Day concert.
song is Wanna Baraka, and it's arranged by Sean Kirkner. I'm short, you guys. I gotta lower this down a little bit. Rooted in a traditional Kenyan song of blessing, it celebrates the beauty of community, harmony, and the simple happiness of sharing music together. And honestly, it's not hard to smile while singing it. When I heard this song for the first time, I thought about my choir family and how grateful and blessed I am to know each and every one of them. In high school, we did a Kenyan piece called Jumbo. If you know it, it's fun to sing. And it made me think back to where I started and where I am now. The growth I have had vocally, and the growth for my love of choir. I couldn't do it without Dr. St. Marie. In this piece, you'll hear some infectious rhythms, lively harmonies, and maybe even a few faces in the choir who are way too excited to perform this, like mine. So sit back, tap your foot if you feel like it, and enjoy the good vibes of Wanna Baraka. Wanna Baraka was originally sung on the spring 2023 concert called That's All, Folk.
change of choir, we would like to recognize that the chamber choir, who's going to come up next, is a really celebrated ensemble. It's an audition group, and the students are very dedicated and wonderful. Many of them are in the concert choir as well. They just can't get enough of choir. Hallelujah, right? And then, but we have like 6 people who are not in concert choir who also join the chamber choir. They come from all walks of life in the university, not just music majors. Many of them are not. What's kind of exciting about the chamber choir is we had our first international tour in 2023. We went to Ireland, and in 2026 we're raising funds so that we can go to Greece. And it's a place that is the birthplace of music, of what we kind of consider modern music. So those Dorian, Phrygian, and all those words that you might have heard if you're a music person, those all come from the Greek. And so we get to go and explore history as well as sing and make music with others. So we hope you enjoy our next set, the Nicholls Chamber Choir.
Sassoon, excuse me, sorry. Hello. Siegfried Sassoon was an English poet, funny enough with a German name, right? And he was also a soldier during World War I, who saw firsthand the horrors of war and the liberation of those held captive. He captured visceral feelings through the usage of metaphors and imagery in his poems. In 1918, on the 11th month, the 11th day, at the 11th hour, all hostilities in occupied France halted. An agreement was made between Germany and the Allies, known as the Armistice Agreement. And the end of the World War had begun. That 11th day is the day of relief and celebration. Everyone was flying with freedom. Everyone suddenly burst out singing. The setting is by a British composer, Bob Chilcott, and was commissioned by the London Symphony Orchestra for the anniversary of the Armistice Agreement. He captures the feelings of relief and liberation after the war. Voices sound like angelic winds breezing below the wings of the free prison birds. When singing this piece, I too feel like a bird flying with freedom, winging wildly across fields. My voice is lifted, as is my spirit. Everyone Sang was first programmed for the culminating concert of Dr. St. Marie's first year at Nicholls, The Road Home, and was sung by the chamber singers way back in the spring of 2019. Everyone Sang.
Everyone suddenly burst out singing, and
by Dale Warland to the text Always Singing, which can be found in Aikenfield, Portrait of an English Village by Ronald Blythe. I'll read the text to you. There was such a lot of singing, and this was my pleasure too. The boys all sang in the fields, and at night we all sang. The chapels were full of singing. It was singing, singing all the time. I have had pleasure. I have had singing. I've grown up surrounded by music. When we were cleaning the house, we would always play music. It didn't matter what it was. I would dance in the living room to my two favorite musicals as a kid, Cats and the 25th anniversary of Phantom of the Opera. And my mom probably has videos of me dancing to those like a crazy child. And then when I got to high school, I refused to audition for all-state or honor choir. And I kind of regret that because I love singing so much, and I told myself that I couldn't do that in the future. And for my senior year, I tried out for All-State, and I made it to the mixed group, which is about 120 singers, and it is possibly some of the best sounds that you will ever hear. The songs that we sang remain some of my favorites. I didn't think that I could keep doing music for the rest of my life. And then my first semester here, fall 2024, it proved me wrong when I joined the Nicholls choirs. And I got to experience the same beautiful sound that I heard at All-State. But this time, instead of 120 singers, it was these people, and these people, everyone that I knew. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we come together to work on this music, and there's so much laughter and frustration and sadness and bubbliness from certain people. But there's also pleasure in that room. My whole life, I have had singing. I have found pleasure in singing. It is such a joy that I get to make music with my best friends. And if you feel as though you can't speak, there's likely a song out there that can express how you feel. The song doesn't need words. There's such beauty that can be found in music that I wish everybody would have the opportunity to experience it. This song, Always Singing, was originally performed by the chamber choir on the Luminaries concert in the fall of 2020.
Singing, singing, I
Trying not to cry, y'all. So, my name is Seth Vicknair. The song I'm presenting is Musical. Musical was by Parks Rosenberg in 2011. It was originally sung by the chamber choir on their Love Is concert in fall 2019. Musica son mis valakasuts ja bakasut taka atabu. This translates to music is born, of silence into silence it returns. Park Rosenberg is an Estonian composer, conductor, and actor known for writing music that explores silence, introspection, and emotional depth. This choral setting of Juan Lives poem invites us to not listen just to the sound, but to the space around it. It doesn't demand attention, it earns it quietly and powerfully. I've always had a deep connection to music, whether playing, singing, or listening. Even now, you'll rarely see me without a headphone or earbud in one ear. Music has always been my companion. It's how I process the world, how I express myself, how I breathe. Growing up around athletes, siblings, and cousins, I often felt out of place. I carried a quiet kind of anger I didn't know how to express. But I could sing or play, and suddenly, everything I couldn't say had a voice. I remember sitting alone in my room, singing or playing to myself, not for anyone else, just to feel something new. Those moments were sacred. Music was the one place where I felt free. It didn't ask me to be anything but myself. And it didn't just soothe me, it understood me. It wasn't until being invited to sing by Dr. St. Louis with the Nicholls choir that I truly began to realize how special my voice was. Being in this community, surrounded by these people who hear something in me, has changed the way I see myself. My teacher has helped me believe in the gift I carry. And watching them perform, seeing the emotion, the control, the vulnerability, has inspired me more than I can say. It reminds me of what music can be when it's lived fully and shared bravely. That's why music speaks so deeply. It's not just a song, it's a space to feel, to reflect, to connect. Singing it with the Nicholls choir reminds me that music isn't about perfection, it's about presence, vulnerability, truth. How else could music have formed in the human hearts? Music. Kusta, ulex, unido, imis, rinda, sudatus, musica. Music has been my refuge, my voice, my joy. I invite you to not just listen with your ears, but with your hearts.
Us
It's going to be very hard to follow up from Seth. Alrighty, folks. Up next, we've got Feller from Fortune by Harry Summers. This piece is based on a Newfoundland folk tune about a lively little fishing village where the fish are plenty, the rum flows freely, sometimes more than sense, and the dancing never seems to stop. Harry Summers took that glorious seaside chaos and turned it into a choral whirlwind, full of tricky rhythms, tongue-twisting lyrics, and enough energy to make you want to crash a party yourself. When Dr. Sink first gave us this piece and wanted us to try it out, my initial response was, "We have to sight read that?" I laughed because it was a mess and a half. As we practiced, we built it into beauty, somehow in its own way, and I've started to love it more and more. So buckle up and enjoy Feller from Fortune, which first performed by the Chamber Choir in the spring of 2023 as part of their concert, That's All, Folk.
motion, we have this next song titled Good Night, Dear Heart. It's a sweet and slow melody with an incredibly tragic backstory, so kind of strange to follow up color contortion with that. But the composer Dan Forrest's brother and his wife found out that the 4-month-old child that they were soon to adopt was in the hospital. This child lived in Ethiopia, so they had no way of helping her in any physical way. Initially, she made a turn for the better, but later on, they received the news that she had died. This song, put to the text of a Mark Twain poem, is a tribute to her. This piece is so beautiful to me, not only because of the backstory, but because it has a section in the middle where we're just singing on a vowel, and it kind of feels like before we say it, we say good night to your heart, obviously, and then it's like a lullaby for her, like comforting her to an eternal sleep. Good Night Dear Heart was first performed by the Chamber Choir in the fall of 2023 in their concert titled Iridian Melodies.
Summer song. so much for being here and sharing this music and everyone's beautiful stories with us tonight. We will close with a piece called Misra Chapu by Lisa Young. Misra Chapu is a Southern Indian rhythmic cycle in 7 beats. This piece also features conical, which is the ancient art of vocal percussion, where rhythm is spoken and sung using special rhythmic syllables. Lisa writes about the eternal pulse, the idea that rhythm isn't just counted, it's embodied. The voice becomes the instrument. That pulse is something older than any one culture or style, and it is a beautiful reminder that music brings people together from every background and every walk of life. This piece was part of a concert we called Wild Things, and it was first performed by our choirs in 2021. So bringing it back tonight feels like returning to our roots. In this performance, you'll hear an awesome bass feature. Our men have worked so hard to lock that groove into 7, and I just want to say to them and the rest of the choir, great job at tackling this piece and everything else you've done. And shortly after that bass feature, you will hear a wild and surprising vocal percussion solo. Thank you again for being here and sharing this moment and all of our stories with us. Without further ado, here is Misra Chapu by Lisa Young.
Ding dong, da 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 ding dong, da ding ding dong, da 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 ding
thank you once again for coming. We hope you enjoyed our trip through musical melody, and it was a pleasure to put this together. My choirs are going to be singing at the Louisiana Music Education Association conference in January, and you've experienced some of the pieces that we're going to do there, plus a few more that I think will be a great surprise. We look forward to that opportunity. My choirs sing so beautifully, and I'm quite proud of them. I would put them up against anyone, and I'm sure they can hold their own. It's going to be an opportunity for Nicholls to really show their merit. I think for a department that is small, for a school that is small, we give really excellent instruction here. I'm so blessed to be among music staff, a music faculty who is talented, caring, wonderful, and we really put our all into our students, all of us. And so it's such a pleasure to be part of that and to represent it. And so we hope you help us with our fundraisers so that we can do things like this. And keep in mind that in February, we have our Love Notes thing where we throw a very elegant dinner, and we would love to see you there supporting us as we try to raise money to help our choirs and to get us to Greece without a big debt. So your help in that would be really helpful. Outside, you're going to see some people with baskets. Please put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars. You know, one of my dreams is that if everybody who listened to our TikTok, that kind of went really high, sent us $1, we would be able to pay for Greece 5 times over, because we had that many views on our TikTok. So it takes a village, and we appreciate ours. So thank you so much for supporting us here in the music department. We hope to see you at all of the functions and concerts that we put on here. It's all done with love and with great respect and humility. So thank you for being our audience. Have a great night.